Welcome to Bring a Game presents the Unashamed Gamers, episode 10.
I'm quite surprised actually, we've developed a bit of a fan base.
What? Who?
Well, there's quite a few seagulls gathered outside the window.
Yeah, and I hear we're quite popular amongst the deaf.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Welcome back to the Unashamed Gamers podcast with Ben and Paul. As it's our 10th episode, we're going to do our first ever game giveaway.
Yay!
So, I'll leave it to you, Paul, for the rules.
For the rules, yes.
Ooh.
Well, first off, it's an Xbox One AAA game
Triple
giveaway. AAA, yeah. All
A's.
games. All the A's, yeah.
Not to be confused with double A, because Alcoholics Anonymous has got nothing to do with games.
no.
That would be a good game. Alcoholics
for
game.
VR.
For VR, you choose if you drunk drive home or you get arrested, or
Achievement unlocked. You're a bad
if you go around the ex-girlfriend's house and just throw a stone at her.
I fucking loved you, Linda. Anyway, so yes.
Yeah, game giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got 3 prizes. The first big prize is FIFA 2016.
Yeah, we must point out this is an Xbox One game giveaway. So
I said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Professional!
I did at the start.
I believe you. Why so high pitched?
Yeah.
So yeah, FIFA 2016 for people who like football.
Yeah.
For people who don't like football, then just, you could still win and then give it to someone who could really do with it, like someone who can't play football.
Yeah.
Like someone with no feet.
And for the second prize, we've got a month's free EA access.
So you could still technically play FIFA for a month.
For a month, yeah.
Or Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah, that's a good
which
game.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. And third place is 14 days of Xbox Live.
Which for 14 days you could go on like Call of Duty and hear about how many people have slept with him.
Yeah, you could. So
I'm not downplaying these prizes. This is some good shit.
These are gold. Yeah.
So it's all Xbox One gear. So
yeah.
I mean, what does someone have to do to build a win?
Well,
do tell.
Dude, I shall, Ben. Well, you've got to subscribe to the Bring It Gaming channel.
I mean, that's the least.
Yeah.
You should be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
And brilliant. I mean, we're kind of, but never mind. Anyway, yeah.
Adequate.
Yes. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and then comment on one of the videos, one of the podcasts, why you'd like to win. And I mean, funniest answer.
Yeah, funniest answer is probably gonna win.
Yeah, well, if you can, even if you hate FIFA, do you know what I mean? And you're just like, I want it just so I can burn it. Do you know what I mean? Then burn it. Send us a link. Do you know what I mean? You can't really burn it. It's a code, but still. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Send us an image of you putting that code in your trash inbox in your email. You fucking maverick.
That shit, you'll probably win. So yeah, we're gonna pick 3 winners, obviously.
So we'll announce that in the next episode.
We shall,
which will be the following Friday.
Yes.
From when this comes out.
Yes. I'm confused.
It'll be dated on YouTube.
Yes, it will. So anyway, good luck.
Yeah.
I hope that you get the games.
And on with the show.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about Remedy Interactive. Is it Remedy Entertainment?
Remedy
Entertainment is Quantum Break.
Yay.
Which is coming out on April the 5th.
Yeah.
And the new mode for Ark.
Oh, yes. Survival of the Fittest. Yes.
So I'm already out. You got mad boobs.
Survival of the okayest.
You got mad boobs, so you can't play it. What? That doesn't sound like a good mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quantum Break. Do you know what the story is for Quantum Break?
For me, given the fact that
I don't think you just make it up as you go along. It's a man on a unicorn punching other man who on unicorns.
Yeah. No, well, given the fact that I've only watched one trailer, and don't get us wrong, I'm excited for the game.
Yeah.
It's a guy who has max pain powers, who can go in
time manipulation powers.
Time manipulation. His brother or his cousin.
His brother.
He gets shot, and he wants to go back in time and.
Yeah, I think it's something along the lines of they're doing a time travel experiment and it goes wrong.
Yeah.
And as a result of that,
he has Ben with a proper answer.
him and the villain, they both get time manipulation powers.
Right.
So I think the villains is that he can kind of see how things are going to turn out in the future.
Right. Okay.
So he's just like, if I slap you now, and 10 years down the line, you're going to remember this.
Yeah. Well,
that's a ticket cool, when you're a policeman. The other guy gets the cool shit where he's like, can like slow down people around him and run up behind them and pull their pants down.
Yeah, he gets the good stuff.
You can't do that. You just run up behind them and shoot them.
Day off,
break their neck. It's a third-person shooter.
Yeah,
And like I say, it's from the makers of Max Payne, so you do basically have bullet time. It's that kind of.
Yeah.
They're all based on that, but it looks, the graphics really nice.
Yeah. I mean, they made Alan Wake as well, which for me was a brilliant game. That was
Alan Wake
overlooked.
with it, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you pre-order the game, you get a copy of Alan Wake and
which is fantastic.
It'd be better if you got Max Payne.
Yeah, it would. It would. I mean, don't get us wrong, I love Alan Wake, but I mean, can you even get Max Payne on Xbox? I mean, they should have remastered it for Xbox One, shouldn't they?
I don't know. I'm not actually sure. Because obviously Max Payne 3 was on Xbox.
Yeah, but that was a total different. That was Rockstar, wasn't it? So, but
it was awesome.
It was
all Rockstar.
Oh yeah. Well, Max Payne 1 and 2 was by these. Was it not?
But
with...
they were published by Rockstar.
Was it? Right. Okay.
But this one's not being published.
Dropping
by
knowledge.
This one's being published by Microsoft.
Right.
Microsoft have obviously bought this company out when they made Alan Wake.
Yeah.
That's why they're giving away Alan Wake and not.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, the biggest thing for me I've heard, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but it's possibly the game's only going to be 720p, which, I mean, obviously...
They said it might possibly be. They're aiming for 900p.
Yeah, but again, I mean, unless...
Like I say, the thing with that is, me and you have said it before, it doesn't break the game, it's not unplayable or anything. But it's just kind of like, it's become industry standard. Like, it seems a bit weak to not be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Considering it's meant to be we're meant to be in the next generation of extreme
consoles,
gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It always, and anytime they say that to us, I feel a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do, but again, I mean, it's not going to change the gameplay.
No.
It's not going to change the story, the narrative.
I mean, everything I've seen and everything I've read about it is the shooting controls are really good. And
yeah.
That's what a shooter lives and dies on.
It has
so the mechanics are good.
Yeah.
The weird thing they're doing is, obviously, they've got real actors playing all of the protagonists, and like the main guy is being Jack Joyce, I think the character's called.
Yeah.
He's being played by Sean Ashmore, who's off the X-Men films.
It's his brother, Aaron.
Is it?
He's got a twin brother called Aaron,
right.
and it's Aaron who's doing it. But I thought that as well. I was like, oh, it's Sean Ashmore, because I like him.
His brother in games, Dominic Monaghan of Lost.
Yeah, from Lost, yeah.
They all look really good. Except Dominic Monaghan. Like, the main boss is off. The protagonist is being played by Aidan Gillen, who's in Game of Thrones. This Littlefinger. You don't know that because you watch Game of Thrones. But him and Sean Ashmore look exactly like the thing. Dominic Monaghan looks like an orc. Like, I don't know who. I don't know if the guy who was making faces had day off that day or something when they made Dominic Monaghan, but he looks like a thumb.
Right.
Like he does.
Thumb with a mouth.
It looks like someone's drawn out a picture of a face on a thumb.
Yeah. Oh well.
But the big thing that they're trying to I suppose they're calling it their unique selling point is that they're merging TV with games.
Yeah.
So the cutscenes are live action cutscenes.
Yeah.
Where it's being acted out by the actors. And basically what happens is at key points in the game, you'll hit a moment where you have to pick an option. So do this or do that, Fable style. Kind of, but there's only two decisions, and then that affects what TV scene you see. But I mean, it's apparently literally like a 40-minute episode you'll watch, and I just don't like. For me, that's breaking it up. Like if I've just ripped through a warehouse and killed 20 dudes, I'm pumped because I'm I just killed 20
like
dudes.
a mouse.
I want to do more of that, and then it'd be like, watch someone talk for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, let's.
Yeah, I mean, Metal Gear Solid had that, didn't it? And it's just, to me, it's just.
Yeah.
I want to play the game. I mean, give us a cutscene for 2-3 minutes.
It's like we always say, even when we play single player games, a lot of the time we'll still be in party chat, just chatting shit.
Just talking nonsense because we're not interested in the narrative, really.
It's not even that we're not interested in the narrative. I am interested in the narrative, but only to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like some people are totally into it.
Yeah.
There's people who say they'll read books and Fallout and stuff like that, and
oh no,
read pages and stuff. I don't
ain't got time to read.
The Witcher had loads of reading material in it.
Yeah.
Not interested, just because I'm just not interested.
No, I'm not.
Don't get us wrong, it's there because there is people who genuinely enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I just think for a third-person action shooter, where it's kind of fast-paced, frenetic action.
You don't need that 40-minute episode.
You don't need that. It's just it would be just slowing down pace. Even if it was an action-packed episode, even if it was a Punisher episode of Daredevil, that's awesome. But they're two separate things. I'm either in the mood to watch something or I'm in the mood to play something.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I get that.
I understand they're trying something new, but it's also I can skip it, but do I want to miss out on 40 minutes of probably
Yeah, it's going to be all the exposition for what's
Yeah.
going on, isn't it? So
You know what I mean?
you're going to want to hear it if you're invested in the story. But again, you're going to. It's like that thing where you come in from work, you want to play a video game. You don't want to sit and spend 40 minutes watching someone in the video game in live action tell you the story when you could have a 2-3 minute cutscene, or even like some games nowadays, like Gears of War, they just tell you through your headset as you're still playing. Do you know what I mean?
Another thing as well, if it's 40 minutes, in that 40 minutes, it must just be talking, because if there's any shooting in it, then I'd be really annoyed, because I'd be like, well, I should be doing that shooting because
exactly.
it's a shooting game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't see
I don't know what they're thinking there.
Yeah.
You know? It's one of those things where it's like, it sounds like an alright idea,
but
in
the
delivery
theory, it's just going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's when
I
it comes
see
out.
what they're doing with the alternative things. They're trying to inject some replayability into it, because that's one of my concerns. It's a completely single player story driven game. Is once I've completed, I'm guessing here, but I imagine it's not going to be much more than a 12-hour campaign.
Yeah, probably not. With like 6 40-minute episodes of TV, so it's going to last for a long time. But still.
So like once I've played it all through, it's like
well, you're just going to get rid of it, aren't you? Because I mean, obviously you get your choices, but again, you're still going to have to sit through 40 minutes of TV, no matter what choice you make.
It's weird because it looks really good, and the shoot mechanics look fun, and everything I've read about it, they're just like, it plays really good. It's an enjoyable play. But like, I still kind of think of a reason to buy it on release.
No.
Like in my mind, I'm just thinking, yeah, it's probably good when it's like 30 quid.
Yeah, well, I'd probably go cheaper than that, to be fair. I mean, I'm going to get the game, and it does look interesting, but obviously it's just single player, so it's the back catalogue of games I've got now. I'm not going to rush out to buy.
It's just that's the thing. It's like, I feel like
are we ever positive about any game ever?
We are. I just feel like I would just tear through it, no bother.
Yeah,
a 12-hour game, like you say, I think we were talking about in the last episode, is like, for me and you, is a couple of days.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they're giving away like a PC version when you buy the Xbox One version as well. So I mean,
they're also introducing cross saves on that using the cloud, so it's like you can literally pick up where you were on one or the other, which that's quite interesting.
Yeah, it is quite cool.
It's an interesting feature on the whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, that should just be uniform across.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine there's many people who game on PC and Xbox One who would use that feature.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine you would just play on one or the other for that game.
Right. Yeah, well, fair enough.
I
mean, don't get us wrong, it does look good, but again, the 40 minutes of TV and the fact that, you know, it's they kind of tell you what it's going to look graphics wise, it's a few red flags for me. So I am going to wait until it comes down in price.
I mean, like, what's the main protagonist? He's like obviously elusive, and then it's some company called Monarch Solutions who are like trying to hide.
Right.
Cover up the like time travel experiment. So the story does have us like quite interested. Like, it's keeping me interested. I'm like, I kind of want to know, but like I say, I kind of. It's weird because game renting's pretty much dead. I mean, obviously there's the PlayStation Now, PS Now, which where you can like rent and stream stuff. But like, when I think of game renting, I think of back when everyone used to go to Blockbuster. Like, I used to wait at Blockbuster to rent Mortal Kombat on me normal Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Sorry.
Back in the day.
Like, but like, that's what it feels like. Me, it feels like this is like the ideal game for game rental. Like,
it's just something. I mean? Yeah, I mean,
like, I think we were talking about the other day is it Xbox who are talking about being able to resell your digital titles.
Yeah.
So if you buy a game
at the minute, yeah.
So it seems like me, like, I think it's ridiculous how much Microsoft prices their digital titles, because you're not getting a physical copy or anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always like £15 more than it would be to get it in store, which is just like backwards to me. Like, I mean, I've said it to you before, I don't think I've ever paid more than £42 for an Xbox One game.
Yeah. I have. Unfortunately, I have.
But if you obviously download them through the console, they're like £55. This game is not worth £55.
No, doesn't scream
at a glance anyway.
Yeah. No, again, I don't want to be negative about the game because it does look good, and you know, I do like Aaron Ashmore, and he's a good actor and stuff. But to me, I don't want to sit and watch TV. That's the biggest thing for me. Is I want to play a game, put the cutscenes in game that actually, you know, the characters, they're not live action characters. Yeah. Because
I do like that they're using real actors. I like when they do that in any game, and when I especially like when they're playing a character, but they still use the likeness. So
Yeah.
'cause some games, like for example, I think it's Aisha Tyler does a voice in The Division,
EA game.
in every Ubisoft game
Ubisoft,
ever.
not
Yeah,
EA.
But like it doesn't look like her. Like it's somebody else and she's doing the voice.
Yeah.
But I like it when it looks like the character there. I think that's just I don't know, brings something
I do
for
like
me.
that.
But-
I just don't like the live action version of that.
But yeah, live
It's
action.
ridiculous to me.
I think what they should have done is just made a TV show of it if that's what they wanted
Yeah.
to do.
Well,
And
I think
maybe
wasn't
had
that-
that on the disc, so it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you can watch a 10-episode TV
Yeah.
show if you want as well.
Wasn't that supposed to happen
Yeah.
at first? Wasn't not there was going to be a prequel TV show and it was
Yeah.
going to end with him getting these
Yeah.
powers or something like that. And that's what I think it was going to be.
It's probably all there. It's just forcing me to watch a long thing. It would just break up the pace. Too weird for me. Like
Yeah.
it's not what I would be playing it for. It's not what I'm there
Not
for.
at
I'm
all.
there to shoot dudes in the
Yeah.
face.
Not,
I mean,
not
some of the
so-
powers look cool. Like I think one of them, it's like you put like a little bubble around them, and then you can shoot loads into this bubble. So you unload a whole clip into this
Yeah.
bubble, and it's like just about to hit a guy in the face, and then like you move out the way of his bullets, for example, and
Yeah.
then restart time, and then like 20 bullets just hit him at
Him
once.
in the face.
You know what I mean?
Excellent.
That's cool. You know. What I
Yeah.
mean? And like it's a cover-based shooter, so like you can like run from cover to cover and
Yeah.
flank and
Yeah. But the cons
So-
outweigh the pros for me.
yeah.
They really do. Like the 40-minute TV show and
I mean that is huge for me. And
yeah.
it's also like you say, it's weird because when Max Payne 3 came out, like that. I mean that did have multiplayer, but nobody
Yeah.
was buying it for multiplayer.
No,
multiplayer was shit as well. But like I bought that like really hyped for the story and loved it, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was excellent.
But that's what I think I would want out of this. I would happily buy it if it was, a 15 to 20 hour story driven shooter. But it was like you say, the cutscenes were like 3 to 4 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's to
Like,
me
it's like I'm happy for narrative. I'm happy for it. Like I think that's what was great about Max Payne 3.
yeah, the story was good,
the
yeah.
fact that like he was trying to get over it and like over the past,
Yeah.
and he was like struggling with like alcohol abuse.
Alcoholism and
and
being
then-
bald.
And, like, well, I mean that was the whole thing of like obviously when that last got kidnapped, he was like kind of like it was like a moment, wasn't it? He shaved his head off, kind of like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to war now, and like
Yeah.
I could die, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
this is the last thing I'm fighting for. I'm probably gonna die even if I succeed, sort of thing. It was class. It was very Punisher. Like I'm a badass. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And
It was, yeah.
that was cool. And I think that would have just been better if they'd went more that way. You know
Yeah, definitely. And
Because I don't want the breakup. I don't want.
no, definitely.
And like I say, the cutscenes, I would actually prefer the cutscenes to be in game. It's too jarring to go from one to the other.
Yeah.
Plus, that's another thing as well is when I'm seeing the real actor and then going back to seeing the computer generated version, I'm gonna like pick it apart more. I'm gonna be like, well, they didn't get that mole right, so it's shit. You know what I mean? Why does
Yeah.
Dominic Monaghan look like a melted candle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen enough of it to comment on how he looks. But I mean, for me, I don't know if do you know the new Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Like Laura looks beautiful, but then you look at other characters, like there's a
You
guy,
said Laura Croft.
Laura Croft,
Laura.
Laura, whatever.
Whatever.
Like she looks
Whatever. Like the most iconic woman in video games. Laura
Croft.
Crowley.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she looks beautiful in game, but then there's like other characters who do look like a thumb. Like there's this,
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
a guy at the
Well,
very start. I can't even remember his name, and like I was looking at Lara Croft, and I was like, she looks
No
really
shit.
good. And then he comes in the scene. I was like, well,
Yeah.
what did they do to him? He looks like he looks like a Maltese lad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he looked like a dropped ham shank.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he looked like. So yeah,
It's like the other day when you were playing the Hitman game. Hitman looks amazing, and then it's like there's that same person. Oh,
Yeah.
there he is again.
yeah,
Oh, there he is
there's
again.
like 11
oh, there
of
he...
them. Yeah, yeah, that's for me. That's
I've
terrible.
heard of twins, but this is I've heard of quadruplets, but this is ridiculous. Like,
Octuplets, all in the same place? I highly doubt it.
what's it when there's 24 of them? I don't know. There's not a name for it. A fuckload of similars. What?
That's it.
That's the official term. Right, I've decided.
So
A
yeah.
fuckload of similars. What?
Oh god. So the next game we're talking about is Ark Survival.
Is your favourite game of all time?
Ever!
Ark Survival Evolved. We've got a new mode.
Yeah. Well, it's not a new mode. It's Survival of the Fittest. It was integrated a while back with the game, but now it's a standalone game,
Right.
and you can get it for free on Steam right now. And it's basically the Hunger Games with dinosaurs, which to me is amazing.
I'm excited for it because what I always talk about with Ark is that it has such a hard grind.
Yeah,
for
all
the
this,
casual gamer.
yeah, for the original game, Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah.
There is quite a grind to it. If you play official servers, you've got to put a lot of work in, and then someone come along and destroy it.
So this is like a 40-minute round, isn't it?
Yeah, you can have longer rounds. I think that I've seen a 3-hour round being the longest with I think that's like with all the tribes and stuff. But there's a free for all mode now, which is the 45-minute round.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's basically Hunger Games with dinosaurs. You start off, you get in a beam of light and you come down to the ground, and then they drop these packages, and you can run towards it. You can get the packages, and it's like spears. And,
I like that because that's very
stuff like
Hunger
that.
Games because you're taking the risk. You can run and get the packages, or you can run off into the woods because you run and get the packages. There might be 3 other people who already beat you to them.
Yeah. And
they're
they've all got the weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I've seen it happen because I was watching the live stream of the announcement.
Yeah.
And there was this one guy, and he just lay on, as soon as he spawned in, he lay on the floor, and everyone ran for these packages, and he just lay there and waited. And then obviously, I think there was like 2 or 3 packages left, and it would have just been clothes and crap, but he didn't get killed. Whereas there was a lot of people running for packages where somebody already had like a spear, and he was just stabbing people as they come for the packages.
Like, I would do exactly that.
I mean, you can't work together obviously because it's free for all in that mode, but there was people who are like staying close to each other and stuff like that, and it was like a fragile alliance because if them two are going to make it to the end.
How many people is there in the mode?
I think it's 70.
Right.
I think there's 70 people all together, and I think there's. Again, I think it's 70 for like the tribes and stuff.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
That's what I'm excited about is the tribes mode. So it's still the same game mode, but it's like you can be in a 2-player, a 4-player, or a 6-player tribe.
Yeah, you can.
Because that's what I'm looking forward to. Like me and you can be on the same team.
Yeah,
and work together.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to come out for Xbox One. They've said everything that comes out for PC will come for Xbox One, but it's not out at the minute.
Because, I mean, like what they call wildcard studios.
Yeah.
The one of the few companies that really care what the fans want.
Yeah, they genuinely do. Yeah.
They make amendments on what the forums say and
yeah, they do.
I very much think it'll come out for Xbox One, and I think with the popular of the game on Xbox One,
it went crazy. I mean, even Jat and Jesse said, we didn't expect it to be this.
I think they'd be silly
adding
not to put
servers
this game
all the
on.
time. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to come, but you can't be 100% certain. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair, survival games at the minute they're the hot thing. They're huge on PC right now. Like you have DayZ, Atron Z1.
The Cullen.
The Cullen's great. I've been watching a lot of the Cullen.
I think
that's one of those games I'm like, I wish I had a PC.
Yeah.
That is an awesome game.
I think the Cullen's going to suffer because of this free-to-play mode for Ark Survival of the Fittest.
Because
it's very similar.
But the Cullen doesn't have dinosaurs,
but
or a game changer. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, some of the trailers I've seen for like the Survival of the Fittest, it just looks mad. Just bunch of people running around, someone riding a dinosaur with a blooming shotgun, and you're just like, wow, I'm in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everything like from the main game is still there. The island's a little bit modified, but it's got like I would call it a massive force field cloud
like
thing,
a dome,
and it comes in. So obviously you've got to keep moving, but you get like events. You get like mega cold and mega heat. So obviously you could freeze to death, or you could overheat and pass out, and you get acid rain and stuff. So you've got to build like temporary shelters for the acid rain because it does damage to your armor and stuff. And then there's carno drops, carnivores, and there's just loads of dinosaurs, and you also get like herbivore drops. And then the best one for me is the poop throwing monkeys. Like they'll drop like literally 100 monkeys and they'll throw poop, and it's a bit like, do you know when you get spat at by the dillo? Yeah. Like you can't see and you can't move properly, and there's literally loads of them. And there's a bug drop, like the Meganoras.
Oh my god, I hate the bugs.
Fucking hell. But I mean, I think it'll be excellent in game.
The bugs are like mosquitoes, but the size of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a nightmare to kill.
I mean, I would rather run into a Giga or a T-Rex than run into like a swarm of Meganoras.
We've had easier times with T-Rexes than
we have. That's sad but true. But like I said, it's free to play on Steam right now, and if you've got a PC that'll run it, you've got to get that shit, man, because it's awesome. I wish I tried to download it on my laptop the other day, and it just exploded. Because my laptop's like 4-year-old now.
Your laptop took off.
Yeah, it did. But like there's free for all mode. There's two-man tribes, 4 and 6.
Yeah.
And they had competitions when it first came out, and like you won prizes and stuff
Right.
like that. And I think that again they're doing that now, with it being announced for free to play. But I think a lot of people were worried because this is free to play and it's a standalone that people are going to focus. The developers were going to
Right.
focus on that, but they're not. Like
Nah,
Jack
they're not, yeah.
came forward and said, "Look, Ark Survival Evolved is our main focus.
Yeah.
We've got a separate team now who's working on Survival of the Fittest. It's just we wanted to have that free to play option."
Yeah.
And I mean,
I think it's smart on their part because, like you say, how big, like you say, Survival of the Fittest modes
Yeah.
are at the minute. I mean, like you say, H1Z1 King of the Hills coming out for Xbox One this year, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
sometime.
Like that's huge. I mean, if you search that, there's like on say Twitch, for example, there's hundreds of people playing that right now.
Yeah,
It's become the deathmatch that people are interested in
yeah, the survival
because
mode.
there's
Yeah,
no perks or anything. It's just like
Yeah.
you scavenge for your gear.
yeah, you've
and
just
then-
got to do what you need to do to survive.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's interesting and it's also like it's permadeath as well. So
Yeah.
it's like you've only got one life.
and like for the Survival of the Fittest, you can unlock cosmetic items. It's not pay to win or anything. You don't
Right.
pay to get the cosmetic items. They're free. So if you win a round, you get a cosmetic item. It could be a skin for a dinosaur.
Right.
Could be a hat, hair, or something.
Yeah.
You can transfer it
They've got
over
some weird
to.
stuff like they've got that. Is it the T-Rex where it's like a metal T-Rex?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
the,
like that?
the T-Rex, yeah.
It looks like, well, for me it's like that was the thing is every trailer I'd seen of Ark, it was showing you the best bits of Ark, and the best bits of Ark are if you're on a normal server after like 200 hours of
Yeah.
gameplay. So it's like it's going to be nice to be able to access some of that stuff that I
Yeah.
probably would never have done because
Yeah,
I'll never put 200 hours in Ark.
No.
Unlike some.
Unlike me, 500 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played since.
And counting.
And counting, yeah,
I
I've
mean,
played since.
that was weeks ago, so you're
Yeah.
probably blooming 600 now.
Probably. I mean, yeah, because I mean,
700.
Casey, I bought Casey an Xbox just so we could both play Ark together because we didn't want to split screen it.
Yeah.
And she loves Ark, so she's playing Ark now, so I'm
Yeah.
playing with her. So it's probably 700 hours. Do you know what I mean? There was, when she first got the Xbox, it was we played till like
Yeah.
2 a.m. And I mean, she had school the next day. I'm a terrible parent.
Yeah.
But I was like, right, we'll have to go to bed. And she was like, well, we'll just finish off the base. I was like, all right, fair enough. And then before you know it, it's 2 a.m. Go to bed. Don't tell your mum.
Yeah. This
Do you know-
isn't recording or anything,
Yeah,
is it?
no.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
she won't hear this anyway. She's
Yeah.
too self-involved. What?
Her,
Um,
her and everyone else.
Yeah.
No, but we're really popular with Seagulls. What?
Yeah. But yeah, like the cosmetic items, the transfer over to the main Ark game as well.
Right.
So
That's pretty
you'll
sick.
have unique stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like hair, and I mean, I'm hoping you'll get beards. I can't see why you won't be able to. Like, you should be able to grow
You
a
say I
beard.
mention beards all the time. You mention beards more than me.
I do, but in game I do like my characters to wear a beard. Do you
To
know what I
wear
mean?
one.
To wear one, yeah.
To clip on a
to
beard.
clip on a beard.
And clip on beards.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the guys behind this game, they do love the fans a lot.
Yeah.
They do take a lot into consideration. I mean, they released for the main game, they released a trailer and it was showing you a lot of the stuff. And it was like, there was real pirate ships and stuff
Right.
like that, and real beards and stuff like that,
That's
obviously.
because I mean previously it was just the raft, wasn't it?
Yeah, but no, there's boats and stuff. And I mean, I'm assuming it's going to come into the main game. And I think there was a
That could be
mention...
really interesting because
Yeah,
like,
you could just live on the sea.
There's quite a vast sea, and you could, like, I don't know what that game was. You'd sent us a link for it. I think it was Frankie on PC and 1080p was playing.
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
where it was like
The pirates.
two pirate ships about to have a gun battle, but it's just like everyone has to man certain
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So one person's the captain and he's steering.
Yeah.
Other people are like film.
Uh-huh.
That would be cool because
That would.
Ark's always been about the fucking the you've got to do every little aspect.
Yeah,
So it'd be class if you had to have a pirate ship and you had to have people man it.
yeah. Oh, I would love that.
Can you imagine the
that would
high
be
sea
so
battles?
cool. Yeah.
That's the beauty of Ark. Ark is it's the scope of Ark.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I mean, they add stuff to it all the
It's
time.
just
There's new
like-
dinosaurs,
yeah.
so I can't see
I
them
don't
not
think it'll
adding a
ever-
bigger sea.
I think when they release it, I just think they'll release it as a beta or something. I don't think
Yeah.
it'll ever be finished.
No, I mean, I can't see
I
them
mean,
doing
on
it because
Xbox they just recently upgraded the graphics a bit, didn't they?
yeah, they did an
It
extra
looks-
20%, and it does look
It
better. It
looks
does.
much better. It's noticeably better.
Yeah, I mean, like at first when you hit a rock with a pickaxe, no like little rocks flew out of it, but
no
now they
shards
do.
or anything, yeah.
Yeah, but now the water looks even better and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and the sharks look even more terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I literally in real life have a fear of underwater sea creatures like whales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm genuinely terrified when I go in the water in that
Good job
game.
Good job you live in the UK then, because there's no whales.
Yeah, well, I
attacking
know,
you, like.
but you know what I mean? But, like, Jaws is the scariest horror film in the world for me, and so
Quite.
so for me when I go
Learning
underwater,
so much right
yeah,
now.
I'm literally terrified, and because they made the graphics look even better, the sharks look even worse. So I'm like genuinely terrified. But yeah, like they're adding all that stuff into the they're adding all that stuff into the main game. You know, like cannons for a pirate ship, and you get beards, you get a Viking helmet. I mean, there's beer in game now actually.
Right.
One of the latest updates. And
I don't get that people get excited about beer in game.
Because it's for the role players. Because people build a pub. I've seen someone streaming it. They build a pub and show the giant monkeys. They've got one of them in their bar, stood like behind the bar, serving the beer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So for me, like with Ark being like the survival of the fittest being free to play.
Head to the Winchester and just wait for this all to blow over.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that was a genius idea because again, like H1Z1 and the Cullen and stuff like that, they've now got a competitor which is free to play, and I think a lot more people are going to jump on Survival of the Fittest because of it being free to play. I mean, obviously you got it with Ark Survival Evolved for the PC when it came out, but now even if you've never played Ark before, you can play it and you can try it for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Good. And I think it's going to bring more people back to the main game.
I think it'll bring a lot of people back to the main game. And also, I think it'll bring it'll get a lot of casual players just playing that.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
It's very accessible.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't consider myself a casual player, but I am of Ark.
Yeah, because
I'm playing too many games at once.
Yeah.
I'm never going to sink that time in Ark, even though Ark is good.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, when they mentioned Survival of the Fittest, I mean, your first thing you said was, well, I'll definitely play that. Yeah. Because it's 45 minute rounds, and everything's boosted up.
I
so like
play the 3 hour rounds.
It's just
I'm not going to play 8 hours a day. You know.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I mean, everything's like boosted up, so you level up quick and stuff. And taming, I saw some guy tame a dinosaur. I can't remember what dinosaur it was, but it literally put one prime meat in and it was tamed. It was like something like 10 times tame XP and stuff like that. So
like it's more
everything's
immediate.
Everything's boosted up. So you've got that emergent gameplay. So you just literally you're in there.
That's what's exciting about
you get in, you get it done.
You don't know what's going to happen. Like you could walk around the corner and there is someone on T-Rex.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's just there with that pack of 10 raptors. And you're like, oh fuck! And you've only got like some rocks. You've only got the slingshot.
That was literally the first thing I thought was when I get this, I'm just going to try and get as many raptors as I can if it's free for all. Raptor Squad.
Jurassic World.
Yeah. But
you just need to add motorbikes on it, and you can just live the Chris Pratt dream, and you're just riding with your Raptor squad.
Well, speaking of, apparently there's rumours that in the main game they're going to add a quad bike to climb up mountains on. Yeah. Like, which is ridiculously cool. Do you know what I mean? It's so that's why I love the developers, because they will not laugh at what you've suggested. They'll literally say that's a good idea. Like they do a community crunch and an Arc digest where they speak to the fans or they show off what the fans have done and stuff like that. And it's like people say, oh, well, could you put this in game? Like, yeah, we'll think about it. Or so I can't remember what it was, but somebody said, oh, this would be good in game. And like, I think it was Jat. He turned around and says, that's an excellent idea. We'll definitely be putting that in. Yeah. And I mean, they've got a new update coming soon called the Tech Tier. And it's basically all we've seen so far is armor, but it looks like the Iron Man suit.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
Fallout.
Yeah. It's going to be like jetpack kind of, but it didn't look like bulky. It looked like a proper good Iron Man suit. Yeah. Like with the lights on the side of the mask and stuff like that.
Good. That sounds cool, but I'm just thinking overpowered.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. It'll probably be, and you'll be a lot of grinding to get that stuff in official servers. But I mean, of course, if you wanted to play, faster, more like emergent mode, you could get a second Xbox and do it like I'm going to do it. You could buy a second Xbox, but I mean, but they've talked about you could rent servers and stuff like that, so you could own a server and use it on your Xbox. I mean, obviously it's all just rumors at the minute, but you never know. It could happen.
Very, very true. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. I cannot say the same for Quantum Break.
No, unfortunately not. But yeah.
Thanks a lot for listening to this day's. Well, actually, we should probably mention the competition again.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Because you can win a copy of FIFA or a month's EA access or a 14-day trial, all for Xbox One.
Obviously, Xbox One.
All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Which
you'll already be on if you're
listening to this. So job done. Do you know what I mean?
just press subscribe.
And then you just
leave
comment.
a comment on why you think you should win, and let's be honest, funniest will probably win.
Yeah.
One of the prizes, 3 winners.
3 winners, yeah.
And we'll announce that in the next episode. And most importantly, thanks for listening.
And GG doesn't stand for good game, it stands for get good.